Ah. All right, I think we're good. Gotta fix my thing there. There we go. Okay. Well, let's see if YouTube Studio wants to do it. Okay, we doing this thing. Oh, we definitely doing this thing. All right. All right then. All right. All right then. What is going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with a very special NBA live stream. As the All-Star break is practically over, tomorrow, I believe, is the last day before we get back to action on Thursday. And it's time for my second half predictions. Now, I'm not going to waste a lot of time on these, right? You guys probably have noticed I was flipping start times like crazy. I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to do it right now, but I got some time, so we're going to cook. I'm not going to show what I had in the beginning. I'm going to run through what I had before the season. We're going to look at what the standings look like right now, and then I'm going to give my predictions for as to how I believe everything's going to cook up, how everything will look come April. So, starting off with what I had in the beginning. Oh my God, I was on crack or something. My God. Cavs first seed. Okay, right? I was chugging that Kool-Aid like crazy. I mean, coming off the best season we've had without LeBron James ever, pretty much. I had a right to believe that we were that good. But then as we saw, we were mid. But we've turned up a little bit. The Knicks, Magic, and Bucks in the top four as well. Damn, was I on? Pistons and Sixers in the 5-6. Hawks, Raptors, Heat, and Bulls in the play-in again. The play-in squad. And then I had the Celtics as a lottery team. You know, Celtics fans, you have permission to squander to beat the crap out of me mentally in the comments. To be fair, nobody thought the Celtics were going to be this good without Tatum. But Jaylen Brown has stepped up big time. It's funny, though, because they shedded so much salary in the offseason, and yet they're still really good. That's crazy. Not a lot of teams can do that, but they did. Then, of course, I had the Pacers, the Hornets, the Wizards, and the Nets in the bottom half as well. Now, as far as what it looks like right now, Pistons first seed. That shocks everybody out of nowhere. Like, damn, how about that? Best team in the East, second best team in the whole NBA behind the Thunder. Who would have thought? Not me. Celtics number 2. Come on. Classic. Knicks, then the Cavs, top 4 as well. Okay. Raptors 5, Sixers 6. In fact, funny enough, I actually got the Sixers one right. How about that? I got the Sixers right. Yeah. And then, I almost had the Knicks right, though. I had them as a 3. They were number 2. I mean, I had them as number 2. They're number 3. And then, of course, the Raptors 5, Magic 7, Heat 8, Hornets 9, Hawks 10. Magic, Heat, Hornets, Hawks. I had it Hawks, Raptors, Heat, Bulls. And then, of course, the Bulls are 11th. It seems as though they have finally embraced the tank. Took them a few years to finally come to terms with that. They should have did this years ago. Ask my guy Josh from the Sports Fury. He'll say the same thing. He wished that they would have realized that they weren't going anywhere. And they would have just blew it all up years ago, because who knows what they could have had. But no, they believed that they had a chance to make a run, and they literally got nowhere. They were literally eternally stuck in the plane. They couldn't get out of it. It's crazy. The Hornets, got to give credit to the Hornets, man. They are playing really well. They're 9-1 in their last 10. Crazy how good they've been. And then the Hawks. We'll see how they do. They traded Trae Young. They're going to give the keys to Jalen Johnson and them. Onyeka Okongwu, Risa Shea, and all those guys. See how they do. Especially with those other additions that they got as well. I believe from the Warriors. See how they do. And then outside looking in, Bulls, Bucks, Nets, Pacers, and Wizards. Yeah, I did not think the Bucks were going to be this ass, but my God. 7 games under 500. You had the Giannis trade rumors looming all beginning of the season. Now the deadline's over. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, nothing else really surprised me. Now, as far as how I think things are going to shape up, well, number 1 seed, I'm going to actually say the Pistons will hold on. Number 2 seed, I'm actually going to say Boston. They'll be nipping on the Pistons' heels, but I think they hold on. I think the Cavs will take over the 3 seed, and the Knicks will take the 4 seed. Not much changes in the top part of the bracket. Raptors and Sixers, they're kind of up there as well. There could be some changes up there. I'm actually going to be bold here and say the Magic they fall off a little bit. The Hornets. This is my bold ass prediction. The freaking Charlotte Hornets will be a top 6 team. Yeah, you heard me. Raptors, I think they hold on to the 5. Yep. This is my bold ass prediction. Raptors hold on to the 5. The Hornets jump into number 6. The Sixers, no PG. I think they're going to be in for a little rough time. I think they're going to be a playing team. Yeah. And then the Heat, the Heat and the Hawks. Heat, they're a playing team. I think they actually, they'll stay there. The Hawks, I think they're going to flounder a little bit. Yeah. The Bucks, I think the Bucks get their act together. They jump into play-in. Yep. The Bucks will jump into play-in. They'll get their act together. Especially if and when Giannis comes back. Unless they shut him down. And then rounding it out, I got the Hawks. There. And then lottery teams. Yeah, I forgot the Magic. Duh. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say the Bucks are a lottery team. I'm going to say the Magic will be right there. There we go. That's better. Okay. Orlando Magic. By the way, they got a banger-ass theme song. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Man, the Cavs have a song like that. Orlando Magic. Okay, I'll stop. Now, as far as the other playing teams, it doesn't really matter how they end up. They're all trash anyway. You got the Pacers. You got the Bulls. I think the Bulls are just going to fall off a cliff. And then you have the Wizards. They're trash. And then, of course, you have Brooklyn. Am I missing anybody else? No. Perfect. Perfect. So, yeah, that's the East. And, so, overall, let me know what you think. And we'll see how it looks once everything is settled. It can change, you know. It depends with injuries. Of course, with the Sixers, PG's out. He's suspended. You know, Cavs, they're going to be getting dudes back. We'll see how teams look in the second half of the season. Now, let me clear the board. Got to be careful here, so I'm going to clear the board. I'm going to put all the Eastern teams on the bottom here so I don't get mixed up. Yeah. This is how I'm clearing the board. Got to be careful, because if I hit reset, it'll literally reset everything, and I don't want to have to redo the freaking labels. So this is how I'm resetting the board. It's time-consuming, but it's the way I do it. Now we go to the West. And, of course, how did I have the West shaping out at the beginning of the year? Let's take a look. So in the West, I had the Thunder at number 1. Surprise, surprise, they're still there. That's like the easiest pick to make. I had it Warriors, Wolves, and Rockets, rounding out the top 4. Okay. Nuggets and Clippers, 5-6. Lakers, Mavs, Grizzlies, and Spurs in the bottom 4 in the play-in. And then Blazers, Suns, Kings, and Pelicans in the lottery. And of course, there had to be one team that made me look like a freaking idiot, and that team is the Suns. Man. Because right now it's the Spurs, too. The Spurs and the Suns made me look like a dumbass. I thought the Spurs were maybe one more year away, but damn. Crazy, right? They're right on the heels of the Thunder. It's Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, Rockets. So I actually did get 2 right, technically. The Thunder and the Rockets. Lakers and T-Wolves in the 5-6. So really out of the top 6, I got, half them right? Damn near? Yeah, I got Thunder, Nuggets, Rockets, and Timberwolves. Thunder, Nuggets, Rockets, and T-Wolves. Yeah, the top 6. I got 4 of the 6. The only ones I didn't get were Nuggets and Clippers. I'm sorry, Warriors and Clippers. Yeah. And then in the play-in, I had it Lakers, Mavs, Grizzlies, and Spurs. This play-in is Suns, Warriors, Blazers, and Clippers. Damn. And then the Grizzlies, Mavs, Jazz, Pelicans, and Kings are outside looking in. I didn't even put the Jazz in here. That's how bad they are. It's so funny. And it doesn't really matter. The Jazz stink. Now, here's how I think things shape up or shake out. Thunder, they're going to be number 1. Spurs, I think they're going to be right on the heels. They're going to be a number 2 seed. That's pretty easy. Rockets and Nuggets and the Lakers will be jousting, as well as the Timberwolves. Those bottom 4 are going to be moving up and down all freaking rest of the season. I think the Rockets, I think it'll go, let me see, what is it again? Nuggets, Rockets, Lakers, T-Wolves. I'm going to say Rockets, Lakers, Nuggets. No, I'm going to say T-Wolves actually get up there too. Nuggets, I'm going to go Nugs. I think the Nuggets will hold off. They'll be the number 3 seed. The Rockets will be the number 4. Lakers will be number 5. And number 6, I think it'll be Timberwolves. Actually, I'm going to say Timberwolves are number 5. Lakers are number 6. Yeah, there we go. So they'll be pretty much the same. But again, it's so close. Anything can happen. The play-in, Suns, Warriors, Blazers, Clippers. Do I think that stays? Primarily, yeah. Because there's already a little bit of distance growing between the bottom 4 and the play-in teams. I don't know if Ja and them are going to... Is Ja going to be enough? Is he even going to be back? I don't even know. The Mavs, they're back to stinking again. There's really anything that can change in terms of who's in the top 4 in the 4. But I think it's more about position. Like, I think the Suns are going to be right on the verge of a play-in of an actual spot. I'm going to say the Warriors, they're going to be a play-in team. Suns and Warriors, the Blazers, and I think the Clippers are going to be able to stave off the Grizzlies, who are just going to do just good enough to stay in the fringe play-in. After that, it doesn't really matter because the other teams are just so ass. I think the Mavs will stay there. The Kings will be here. The Pelicans will be there. And the Jazz, they're going to be the back end. So there you have it. I don't really see much changing, but then again, who knows? A lot can change. Got a lot of games to go. And yeah, it's going to be a fun final month or couple months here. So, yeah, I'm ready. Like I said, I'm going to keep this nice and short for you guys. Fabuleers. Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Hey, Orlando Magic. Hey. I think the Hornets can be a threat. Yeah. You know, I want the Hornets to be good again. It's fun. They're a fun team to watch. They're a tenacious team. You know? They got that scrappy mentality. LaMelo and Miles Bridges and Nipples. Yeah, I mean, they got a good team. I want to see them do that. I want to be able to do a Hornets playing game. But yeah, we'll see how they look. Donovan said it would be special. Of course. I mean, he was a fan of the Cavs growing up. Imagine being a Cavs fan and then playing with that guy that you grew up watching. Oh, that would be, on the same team? Oh, that'd be nuts. But yeah, that's going to pretty much wrap this up. Like I said, I kept it nice and short for you guys. And yeah, so we'll see how things look and we'll see how dumb I look by the time it's all said and done. So that's all I got. And I will see you all on Thursday night for Cavs and Brooklyn Nets. Cavs begin the second half of the season, the playoff push, and we get to see James Harden again and possibly Evan Mobley. Donovan is like a giddy little kid. I know, right? That'd be nuts. But yeah, guys, I will see you all later. Let's go, Cavs. I'm Crazy Dog with the broken wrist. See you guys on Thursday. Yeah. Go, Cavs. And I'm out. Doing the salute with a broken wrist. How about that? Bye-bye. Yeah.